What's up, gamers? Welcome back to yet another Diecast review. This one's a pretty cool one. This is my second 2024 124 to come in. This is Ross Chastain's. Actually, his first two cars are my first 2024 diecasts. But this is his Kubota tractor's car for this year. It's got like inverted colors from compared to last year, which is kind of why I like this scheme and why I decided to pre-order it, because I already have the first one that's autographed and now I have this one. So anyway, let's get right into it here. This is obviously the little thing you see before I completely open the diecast. So and here we go. And remember, the last time I got a 2024 car, I was an Elite, so this is an ARC. And this time we get to look at the generic 2024 box. Let's take this off for a second. So it's got this like little unique design. It's got the render of the car here. The Elite, I don't think had that. I don't remember at this point. You just see up here, there's another cool design. The top of the box, this is a Cup Series logo next to the Lionel Racing with the little cool shape there. See back here as well, the, register your car, whatever, that usual thing on the back. And then you have the other side, which is pretty much the same thing as the top. And then you have the front. You have 540 of these that were made. And this is the 2024 Kubota scheme, the chrome number as well. Alright, let's get this one out of the box. Alright. And here is the 2024 Kubota car. Meanwhile, now I just did that, I should get this thing off the base. So, I'll be right back when I get this thing off the base. Alright, now that the car is off the base, we can now take a look at this beautiful paint scheme for Ross Chastain this year. Well, part of the year, because he doesn't run this thing all the time, so. He ran it for a couple races already this season. Nope, didn't win in it. I believe he ran it at Indianapolis as well, when he was leading for majority, and then also lost that race. So, that's great. As you see, did 386 right there as well. I almost just dropped it. I don't know if you saw that. Quite a bit of paint chips right there by the O. Unfortunate. But otherwise, really good race car, diecast. And this is really cool to have, especially with the other one that's basically inverted colors. The hood is black and the other part is orange on the other one. And this one, it's the opposite. So, let's go over the sponsors. You have Goodyear over here by the tire. You have the NASCAR Cup Series logo with the chrome orange number 1. Then you have the big Kubota logo there. Then you have Busch Light. Then you have Kubota here and the type thing. Then you have Worldwide Express, Moose, and Jockey. Then you have Ross Chastain on the name rail. Then you have Siemens up there as well. I officially know how to pronounce that now. Then you have Chevrolet on the, what is it, the C-post, B-post? I can never figure out what that is. Then you have Wendy's over here as well. And Wendy's has yet to sponsor primary on Ross, because that's great. I think it's only been for SVG so far. Then on the deck lid, you have Kubota, and you have Kubota again on the rear bumper with Camaro and Quaker State, Zia 1 and the 1. And the other side, pretty much the same stuff. You have Kubota, Worldwide Express, Moose Eternity, Jockey, Busch Light, Kubota again, Wendy's, Siemens, Chevrolet, Ross Chastain on the name rail. Then you have the orange number 1 with the chrome number. You have the Cup Series logo and Goodyear above the tire. And then on the hood, you have the big Kubota logos right there as well. Then you have the 1 and the Trackhouse Racing logo with the Chevrolet Camaro thingy. Then on the roof, you have the 1 and Kubota there as well. Speaking of Chastain, he got the first unveiled 2025 paint scheme with his pretty much the same Busch car from this year, except it's more blue. So that's pretty cool. I can't wait to get that one in now. I'm surprised they unveiled it so early, but because now they have Blaney's body armor diecast up, and it hasn't been revealed yet. So they do that like every year. They didn't do it this year though, but they're doing it next year, where they put the diecast up without showing the diecast, which is, I think, what a lot of teams should do for like their other cars, because it gives Lionel an idea at least of what they should be making and like fans don't know what they look like yet. So it's like the fans definitely want something that hasn't been seen yet. And that'll probably make cars make MLQ more and be made more often. So, but yeah, Chastain has a kind of new Busch scheme next year. Same design, different. The different blue color on the roof area is basically the only difference. But I don't mind it. I like that scheme. And I'm glad they kind of changed it up a little bit because it looks better. It looks a lot better than this year's. And I love this year's scheme too, but I just think next year's is definitely looking better so far. And also, he's got a retro scheme he's running this weekend at Darlington again. So that's pretty cool. I think pretty much all of his other Busch schemes have already made MLQ at this point that I'm recording this video. I think the Crocs one just barely made it. That would have actually ruined my main goal this year to get all the Busch cars this year. So, I'm glad that one just barely made it. Yeah, I'm definitely very, very excited to see all the whole Chastain Busch collection when this year is over. Because I'm telling you, it's going to grow. And I think there's another Busch car coming soon because I saw a new Busch can design with like camo on it. So, I think that one's coming, and I really want to say October. Which would be really cool, or September even. But we'll see. But otherwise, right now, as I'm recording this video, Chastain is, I think, 27 points below the cut line. After Daytona, I knew after when he lost Michigan, like he got turned to the middle of the backstretch, almost did another blowover. I knew that was it. That was pretty much it for Ross this year. Because I knew the next week at Daytona, he'd be caught up in the big one, which is exactly what happened. So, thanks Corey LaJoie for that one. And now he's pretty much screwed. He really is in a must-win situation. Buescher and Bubba are probably going to do really well here at Darlington. Darlington is one of Ross's best tracks, but I just don't see the win speed in Trackhouse at all this year. So, honestly, I think it's just on to racing for wins. If they can this year, because we're not going to make the playoffs. I mean, that's clear. And that really sucks, because after 2022 and 2023, they were great years in the playoffs, other than the Talladega race that Chastain got caught up in that crash that honestly really could have changed things. If he didn't get caught up in that, I think he would have won the championship. Like, I'm being full serious with that, because he did really well, I think, after that. And then won at Phoenix. So I think if he didn't have that wreck at Talladega, he would have won the championship last year. But obviously that isn't the case, and reality is here. And now he's going to probably not even going to make the playoffs this year. But back on topic, the Kubota scheme looks really good this year. I don't know if they're staying next year. I think they're staying next year. It'll be really interesting to see if they change the scheme at all or keep this one. I think they had a fan vote for this scheme as well, and this one is the best one that could have won. And here it is here now in my collection with the other Kubota car. That's pretty much it for this review. If you enjoyed, smash that button, subscribe, turn notification bells, especially if you like diecast reviews. I think there's another one coming. It's Kevin Harvick. So that will be exciting to see. Until then, we'll see you gamers next time. Have a great day, gamers.